Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you saw in part one, I chose my favorite hard rock albums of 1987. So here I'm going with some of my favorite pop albums of 1987. So they're not in any particular order. These are just the albums that I loved a lot, played them over and over and over again, and I still play them to this day. So I'd like to share them with you. They're in no particular order. It's just stuff that I love. So first off, it's George Michael's Faith. This is his first solo album after leaving Wham. You know, major, big side. I think over 20 million records sold of this thing. He produced this album himself, wrote almost all the songs. I think it's just Look at Your Hands. He has a co-write on this. So one man show, and I think he played all the instruments on here, or most of them. Fantastic album. Hooked you from the very beginning. Faith, father figure. And this was really crazy because Wham was kind of like a very super pop and easygoing listening kind of thing. He puts a song, I Want Your Sex, parts one and two. It was a big thing at the time. Now it's probably no one blink an eye, but at that time, but it was about monogamy. So it was no big deal. But people go, oh my God, what's happening? He's talking about adult things, not wake me up before you go. Big controversy at that time. One More Try, Hard Day, Monkey, Kissing a Fool is a phenomenal song. Great album, impeccably produced, sounds great to this day. George Michael's voice, unparalleled. One of the best I've ever heard in pop music. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. It's a shame, but he had one of the best voices I've ever heard in pop, ever. Faith, phenomenal album. I played this thing till you can't play it anymore. I think I warped one of my CDs. Next up, we had the King of Pop. Michael Jackson comes out with Bad. This is the follow up to Thriller, the biggest selling rock pop album of all time. Could he do it? Can he do it? Can he have a successful follow up? Yes, he can. He had 5 number 1 hit singles off this album. I think that was unheard of at the time. So many great songs. Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Liberian Girl, Another Part of Me, Man in the Mirror was huge. I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Dirty Diana with I believe Slash is on there. Smooth Criminal, hit after hit after hit. Quincy Jones back on the boards. Could he deliver a follow up to Thriller? He did, and it's bad, but bad was good. Next up, we have the album that made U2 a household name. It is the Joshua Tree. Epically produced, had, a little bit of Americana, pop, had political statements on here. So many great songs. Where the Streets Have No Name, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, With or Without You, Bullet the Blue Sky, one of my favorites. You know, this made U2 international superstars. It's just a stellar album. Phenomenal. Had everything going for it. Great songwriting, great playing. It sounds phenomenal. Had a mix of everything you could want on an album. Can't go wrong with it. Next up, we had Bruce Springsteen. I remember this is called Tunnel of Love. Very different album for the follow up of Born in the USA, which was a stadium rocker. And a lot of people remember back in the day when he was considered a folk singer. How dare he do this album that's commercial and sells millions and millions and millions of records? So this is the follow up, recorded in his home, very intimate. He's struggling. His marriage is coming to an end. He's talking about it. Kind of puts, Tunnel of Love, how you go through the ride. And it's a rocky ride of marriage. Things that you don't see, things are hidden. You're going in the dark in this tunnel. Very interesting album. My favorite songs. I love the opener, I Ain't Got You, Tougher Than the Rest, Spare Parts, I've Always Loved, Tunnel of Love, Brilliant Disguise, Valentine's Day. Very different album, very different follow up. I think a lot of people were confused initially, like, what's this? This is not a stadium rocker. What happened? This is an intimate look at your marriage falling apart and what he thinks about it and what he's going through. Very different album, but a worthy listen. And if you never heard this album, you owe it to yourself to do it once. Next up, we have one of my favorite artists of all time with probably one of the greatest albums of all time, Sign of the Times from Prince. Funk, pop, rock, it's political, it's social, it's funky, it's commercial, it has everything going for it. Sign of the Times, the title track, If I Was Your Girlfriend, You Got the Look, I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, This Is Just Starfish and Coffee, one of the greatest albums you will ever hear. It's, I think, his commercial, nice commercial, his artistic peak on this, and one of the best albums to ever come out from anyone in my lifetime. If you have never listened to this album, go listen to this album. And that's all I got to say. These are my favorite albums. Love them to death. Still play them to this day. Can't get enough. And you owe it to yourselves to listen to them once. If you were around in 1987, you probably know about these albums. If you weren't, and you're looking for some good pop stuff, these are the albums to go search out. I highly, highly recommend them. But you let me know what you think. What are your favorite albums from 1987? You have any? Let me know. Were you old enough to be there, like I was, and saw the videos and like have be fully immersed in this time? I loved it. I would go back in a heartbeat if I could and relive every single day the same way, just watching those videos and having fun. But you let me know what you think. Do you agree? You have these albums? You not have these albums? You ever heard of these albums? I'd love to hear from you. This is Steven from the Roundtable with my favorite pop albums of 1987. And I'll be seeing you soon, guys.